I'm gonna show you how to turn this into this. All right, welcome back to another video. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how I made a little homemade light bar for my little John boat. But the reason why I'm making it is because I had a couple people tell me when I was putting that in the boat ramp, bringing it back in, they were like, "Oh, that's pretty cool, man." That like they ain't never seen nothing like that. So I figured I'd show how I did it, and you don't have to run it off of your 12-volt battery or anything like that. And it's got its own battery, so that's the reason why I like it. And another reason why I like it is because you can run the thing like all night if you wanted to. But the real reason why I made it is because I'm on a little small 12-foot John boat, and when I'm out on the water, most of the time it's like big boats out there, and I'm like the only little small boat. And I cut it on whenever I see a big boat, and they can for sure see you, but it's not like so bright that you can use it by if you got a boat motor, you're going, and you think you ain't. I mean, you think you can be able to see something in the water. It's not really meant for that. It's meant for more or less brightness where people can see you. And but if you're using like a trolling motor, you like me, and you just creeping across the water or like kind of paddling, for sure it'll show up a stick or a log in the water and you'll be able to miss it. But like I said, with a boat motor, you probably don't want to use it for that. But lighting it up where people can see, yeah, that's gonna work great. And it's simple to make, man. Anybody can make this thing, and that's what I'm about to show you how to make this thing right here, because it's so easy. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. If you are subscribing, you came back to watch the video, I appreciate you coming back to watch the video. And let's jump into this. I'm gonna show you how to make this thing right here, because it's so simple. All right, this is the way right here that I built my little homemade light bar out of. This is everything right here. Is simple. What I did was I used a clamp. The clamp right here, the end of it, it was messed up, but it doesn't affect it turning, tighten it down or anything like that. It's just the end of it's messed up. But what I did is I found a metal rod, and I took and just welded it onto the side of the clamp, of the C-clamp. But the welds ain't that great, but it holds on there. All it's doing is just holding this little light. But that's all I did for the clamp part right there, which is easy. You maybe find out a different way. You can probably take and put something on here and like use a hose clamp if you don't have a welder or anything like that, or make it out of wood or something, or drill holes in it and just bolt a rod or something onto it. But this right here, this is just giving you an idea of how I made one, and you can get out and make one how you want to. The things maybe you have laying around. The next thing is that I made it out of. This is really what it's all about. All it is just a work light that you use to work on cars with. And the reason why I have this thing right here, and the reason why I made it, is because it didn't charge. It was thrown away and it didn't charge. The charger piece that's supposed to go in here, it was like a little female and a male end. It goes and plugs right into this little hole, and it just didn't charge no more. And I put a little Christmas light thing on the end of it, and I got it to charge. So that's the reason why I use it. Nothing's waterproof. Everything's just like it is, and it's been working good for me. And the next thing I did was on the light itself, right here, it's a hose clamp, and under the hose clamp is a piece of radiator hose, is what it is. So I could tighten this onto it. And this piece right here, I'm not exactly for sure what it is, but I think it's where you hold like cable wire together. It's like it screws down. You put your cable wire through it, and it holds it together. I think that's what it's called. I'm not exactly 100% sure, but I found this little piece right here, and that's what worked. It worked for me. I don't know what it's called. I wish it did, but that's what I used to attach it to the clamp. But this is how I did it, and I'm gonna show you right quick. I welded this piece of bar onto the C-clamp. I put a hose clamp around it. Hose clamp this little piece that I think holds cable together, and just put a piece of radiator hose under the hose clamp. And all you do is just stick it right in there. And I don't have a screwdriver on me right now, a flathead, but I got my knife though. But you just tighten it down. I'm just gonna kind of snug it on there right quick. But you just tighten it down, and that's what you have right there. It's simple as can be. See if I can't pull the camera back just a little bit. But that's simple as it can be right there. And all it does is clamp onto the front of my boat, and whenever I get ready to use it, all I do is just hit the little button, and she cut right on. And with this hose clamp being on here, when you get it on the boat, and it's actually all tightened down and not just kind of snugged on there, you can take, uh-oh, my camera just moved, it's all good. But you can take and you can move it, you can turn it down however you want to, like you can twist it. I wish I could twist it like this way, figured out a way to move it like this, but all I can do is move it like this. But this works great, and whoever builds it and whoever makes it, you'll see it works really good. And I'll go outside here in a minute and test it. But that's all I did right there, was just anything that I seen laid around is the way I built this thing. And it works really, really, really good. And you can always take it off the front if you wanted to, and you can still use it as like a little handheld light, where you can still, like if you wanted to look around the inside of the boat or whatever. And it's got all them little LEDs in it right there. And that's what makes it so bright. But it works pretty good. The only other thing that whenever I built this thing that I didn't think about was at nighttime, being on the water, it's pretty dark. And when you cut it on, when you cut this thing on, at the top right here, I was thinking about putting like a piece of tape or something just to kind of block it a little bit. It's got that piece of paper that's on the inside right here that blocks the light out, but at nighttime it reflects off the front of this thing a little bit, and it kind of reflects back into my eyes, man. It's kind of hard to see. Well, not really hard to see, but it just kind of messes my night vision up a little bit, if you know what I mean. But I'm thinking about putting a piece of tape up here just to block it a little bit, reflect it back, or something that I could put on here to reflect it back a little bit that ain't gonna mess with the quality of the light. But that's how I built it right there, and it's pretty simple and easy, and hopefully this will help somebody out if they was thinking about a light bar. And you don't have to use no 12-volt batteries, you don't have to use your trolling motor battery, you don't have to get more batteries. Everything is in this one little piece right here, and it lasts all night. If you want to keep this thing running and keep it running and keep it running, it will last all night long. And if you look at it in the inside, I just seen it, but if you look at it, you see how some of the LEDs right here burn out on it. That's another thing, I just need to fix those. But other than that, man, it works great, dude. Like, it works really, really, really good. And like I said, you don't have to have no other batteries, no wires hanging around. It clamps onto the boat. You can clamp it off. You can use it when you get off the boat. You can use it on the boat. You can use it if you need extra light. You know, you can kind of do whatever you want to with it. But that's the way I built it. It's simple. Get out there, build your light, and get to fishing at nighttime, man. And like I said, I use it, so I made it really specifically so that other boats, when they were coming, I can just go boop, cut it right on, and they could see me real good. Even though I got lights on my boat, I just wanted extra lights just to be on the safe side. And it works good, man. So I hope this helps somebody out, and somebody else can build one and make one if y'all thinking about making one. But that was pretty much it. But I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna show you how bright it is at nighttime, where y'all can see how far it shines. And then I'm gonna end the video after that. But I appreciate y'all watching, man. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you are subscribed and you came back to watch the video, I appreciate you coming back to watch the video. Alright, I'm outside right now. It is pretty much pitch black dark out here, and I'm about to cut this thing on where you can see what it looks like. And that's pretty much how bright it is. I mean, it's whenever it's dark outside, you can see it really, really good outside. But this is really it. This is the light right here. I'll turn it around to show you. It's the same little LEDs that's burned out. It's the same little light. See if I can't hold it out. I just ain't got it on a little thing. But I mean, it works. It works really good, man. Uh-oh. It's kind of shining. There we go. I mean, it works real good. I mean, if you want to really see when you're on a boat, I mean, you can pretty much see. But it ain't gonna shine out real far, but it works good. But that's me testing it right there to show you that it actually works, and it actually shines out and makes a pretty good little beam. And people can see, but this is a light right here, and get out and build you one.